Ladies and gentlemen, there are moments in every age when the world senses a stirring, an expectancy that something is coming, that the ground beneath our feet is shifting and history itself is moving toward a revelation. The words, "The Avatar is coming," are not merely the title of a trailer. They are a declaration. Academic trailers are not meant to entertain alone. They are meant to awaken, to alert, to announce a change of season. What is revealed in glimpse is destined to manifest in fullness, and those who perceive the message are invited not simply to watch, but to prepare. Throughout history, the appearance of an avatar has never been mere spectacle, but a profound sign of destiny beginning to take form. It is the manifestation of purpose wrapped in flesh, the arrival of something long foretold yet newly unfolding. The very word suggests embodiment, something divine, eternal, or transcendent taking shape in a form that can be touched, seen, and understood. In ancient texts and sacred traditions, avatars emerge not during moments of peace, but at turning points of struggle, chaos, and confusion. Their presence carries weight because it signals that an era is ending and a new one is being birthed. Like a shofar blast cutting through silence, the arrival of an avatar tells the world that time itself is shifting. The old ways will not remain. What was hidden will be revealed, and what was only sensed in spirit will soon manifest in reality. To grasp this is to understand that destiny does not arrive unannounced. It gives signs, sends messengers, academic, and appears first as a whisper in the heart before it steps into full revelation. The avatar's coming is such a moment, an intersection between the eternal and the temporal, a declaration that purpose no longer waits in the shadows. Academic. Those who perceive the symbolism understand that this is not about a single figure alone, but about what that figure represents. The avatar embodies the awakening of potential. It is a mirror held up to all who watch, challenging them to recognize the sleeping destiny within themselves. Academic. Because when purpose appears in visible form, it stirs the purpose in others. It asks a question: will you continue as you were, or will you rise to meet what you are meant to become? The timing of such an arrival speaks loudly. It suggests that complacency is no longer safe, that the world is poised for transformation, and that the avatar is both a harbinger and a catalyst. The presence of destiny requires decision. No longer can one drift through life unaware. Now one must choose. Align with the unfolding story or step aside as it moves forward. For when destiny comes in manifested form, neutrality disappears. The avatar divides past from future, slumber from awakening, wandering from purposeful pursuit. It calls forth those ready to step into their true names and assignments. And once purpose has appeared, nothing remains the same. Where the avatar walks, old systems tremble, hidden truths surface, and new pathways open. To witness it is to witness the beginning of a great shift. And to understand it is to realize that destiny never approaches without first allowing itself to be seen, in glimpses, in signs, in trailers of what is to come, so that hearts can prepare. The avatar's coming is therefore not the end of a story, but the turning point of one. It is destiny knocking on the door of history, waiting for someone willing to open. A trailer is far more than entertainment. It is a prophetic signal. A glimpse intentionally crafted to awaken rather than satisfy. In ancient times, messengers were sent ahead of great kings to prepare the road, to announce their approach so that the people might ready themselves. A trailer functions in much the same way. It is not the full story. It is a trumpet blast in the distance, alerting those with eyes to see and ears to hear that a new chapter is approaching. Something is being unveiled, and the preview is a signal that the time of waiting is reaching its climax. It stirs anticipation not for the sake of curiosity alone, academic, but so that those who perceive the signs may reposition their hearts, minds, and lives. The avatar's trailer beckons watchers to recognize that destiny is on the move, no longer hidden but stepping into view. Such signals carry purpose. They compress into moments what will later be revealed in fullness. Every image, every symbol, every sound is layered with meaning. The release of a trailer is deliberate time to cut through routine, cause a pause and whisper, "Ooh, prepare." To some it will be dismissed as mere marketing. But to those who live with awareness, the trailer is a message. It announces that the season of concealment is ending and the season of revelation is near. Academic, like a flash of lightning that cracks the darkness before the storm arrives, a trailer signals an approaching force that cannot be ignored. It calls upon the observer to wake from complacency, to stand at attention, and to understand that the familiar landscape is about to transform. When the trailer declares that the Avatar is coming, it speaks not only of a character entering a story, but of purpose entering history. The timing of the signal is specific. It arrives at a moment when the world feels restless, fragmented, or yearning. It is then that destiny issues its previewing, a warning and a promise. To those ready, it brings excitement, focus, and renewal. To those unprepared, it may pass by unrecognized, and they will miss the opportunity to align with what is unfolding. For this is the nature of prophetic signals. They separate those who perceive from those who merely observe. Within the preview lies an invitation: change your posture. Lift your eyes, sharpen your spirit, for what you have waited for is drawing near. A trailer may be brief, but its impact can be deep. It ignites movement long before the actual event arrives. In the quiet preparation that follows, hearts are stirred, dreams revived, and assignments clarified. It serves as a divine interruption in the flow of everyday life, reminding us that history is about to shift. The Avatar's trailer is that interruption, a signal that something greater is pressing through the veil. Those who recognize it will not remain passive. They will begin to prepare the way, because once the full unveiling arrives, there will be no time left to awaken. There is a longing woven deep into the human soul, a sense that we are waiting for something or someone that has not yet fully arrived. This longing transcends culture, religion, and time. It pulses beneath every myth of a hero, every legend of a deliverer, every story of a chosen one who appears when the world stands on the edge of darkness. It is a hunger for guidance, for redemption, for a presence that carries wisdom beyond our own. Whether spoken aloud or tucked away in silence, humanity carries a collective memory of needing a savior, a messenger, an avatar. We build our stories around this longing because it reflects a truth etched into the very fabric of our being. We are not complete on our own. We were made to recognize the arrival of purpose in another form. When a message declares that an avatar is coming, it strikes a hidden chord planted within us. Something awakens. A recognition stirs, though we may not fully understand it. The declaration activates that ancient longing. The pull towards someone greater. Someone sent, someone who breaks into the story to shift its direction. It reassures us that we are not alone in this vast universe. That divine intention sees our struggle and responds. Waiting for an avatar is not born from weakness, but from design. It is a reminder that destiny often moves through flesh and blood, through the appearance of one who reflects the light we have forgotten how to carry. And so humanity keeps looking toward the horizon, instinctively sensing that when everything appears darkest, the one we are waiting for draws near. This yearning grows in times of turmoil. Crisis sharpens our awareness. The noise of everyday ambition quiets, and we begin to listen for footsteps beyond our own. The soul remembers the ancient patterning. Before transformation, a messenger arrives. Before deliverance, a guide steps into view. The trailer for the Avatar taps into this pattern, speaking to the inner watcher within each individual. Academic. It reminds us that the great stories were never just stories, but parables of how destiny intersects reality. The arrival of the Avatar is more than the entrance of a protagonist. It is a reflection of the eternal truth that when humanity is ready to listen, the guide will appear. Yet this arrival does not simply satisfy the longing. It often awakens responsibility within those who witness it. Epic, the Avatar comes not merely to act on our behalf, but to call forth the dormant purpose inside us. In recognizing one who carries the light, we are reminded that we too have given a measure of that same light. The longing we feel is not meant to end with watching, but to lead us toward participation. The one who comes challenges us to step into alignment with our own destiny, to no longer lie asleep, to no longer wait passively. For in every heart that truly perceives the Avatar's arrival, something responds, a quiet but unshakable resolve to rise, follow, and become. Times of darkness are never without purpose. They serve as a stage upon which destiny prepares its greatest entrances. When chaos grows louder and the world seems to fracture at its core, it is often not the end approaching, but a beginning. Throughout ages past, the appearance of an Avatar has been preceded by upheaval, conflict, and uncertainty. These storms are not random. They are the labor pains of a new era. The declaration that the Avatar is coming signals that the darkness itself has called forth its opposite, that the time for transition is near. In such moments, The question is not whether the avatar will appear, but whether hearts will be ready to recognize the significance of that appearance. Every shaking, every disruption functions as a refining fire. It strips away what is superficial so that what is essential may surface. Before a great arrival, distractions are exposed. False securities collapse and illusions are shattered. This is not cruelty but mercy. For if the avatar appears while the people remain asleep in ease and apathy, they will miss the visitation altogether. A trailer serves as an alarm, a brief flash of what is coming so that watchers might awaken and prepare. It announces that normal life is being interrupted not by chance, but by design. In times of comfort, trailers can be overlooked. But in times of distress, academic, they become lifelines and guides pointing to the hope that lies just ahead. The coming of the avatar is never just about the figure that arrives. It is about the transformation that follows. When destiny steps into visibility, it does so to shift the direction of history. Old systems cannot stay intact. Old mindsets cannot remain unchallenged. The trailer hints at a new order about to unfold. An order in which light exposes what was hidden and truth confronts deception. Academic, those who watch casually may enjoy the preview, but those who watch with discernment feel the weight behind every image. They understand they are being summoned not merely to observe a story, but to determine their place within it. With the approach of the avatar comes a choice that cannot be avoided. One either prepares to welcome the revelation or resists the change it brings. The trailer creates a sacred tension. It gives enough to stir the soul, but withholds enough to require faith. It asks the viewer, will you remain passive or recognize that this moment demands response? Destiny does not force itself. It looks for those who willingly align. The signs are issued in the hope that hearts will turn, that minds will awaken, that courage will rise. As the trailer spreads its message across countless screens, it carries a deeper charge. It announces that the time of concealment is closing and the window for preparation is narrowing. The avatar is coming, not as entertainment, but as a herald of transformation. In that revelation lies both warning and wonder. For those who are ready, the coming is redemption. For those who are not, it is disruption. And now the moment of decision draws near. Recognition determines destiny. Two people may witness the same event. One sees only spectacle, the other perceives a divine appointment. The difference lies not in what appears, but in the condition of the watcher's heart. When the declaration goes forth that the avatar is coming, it does not seek to impress but to awaken. The trailer does more than show images. It tests awareness. It asks a silent question, academic, do you understand what is unfolding before you? Those who recognize the signs will not be surprised by what comes next. They will be awakened, alert, prepared. Those who dismiss the signs will be caught off guard, confused, overwhelmed by the magnitude of what follows. Throughout sacred history, the greatest moves were often missed the masses while perceived by the few. When messengers declared a prophetic moment, many continued life as usual, assuming nothing would truly change. Yet transformation arrived regardless. The avatar's trailer carries that same prophetic edge. It whispers of destiny while wrapped in imagery, seeking those whose spirits are tuned to something beyond entertainment. For recognition is the boundary between being a spectator of history and a participant in it. To recognize a moment as divine is to become responsible for your response. You cannot remain neutral once your eyes have been opened. Awakening begins with perception. When a person recognizes that what they are seeing is not random but appointed, their inner posture changes. They become ready. They reorder priorities. They clear away distractions. They align themselves with the path destiny is opening. This readiness becomes a shield in times of shaking. Those who recognize what is coming are not shaken by it. They are centered, anchored, and able to act with purpose. It is not that they avoid the storm. It is that they understand the storm's role in revealing the avatar's arrival. Their awareness becomes their advantage. Ignorance, however, is costly. When a nation or individual refuses to recognize the signs, they forfeit the chance to prepare. What could have been a transition becomes a collapse. What could have been an awakening becomes chaos. The trailer is a gift of mercy, offering insight before the full force of change arrives. It is a call to open the eyes of the soul, to perceive invisible realities that the natural world cannot explain. Recognition requires humility. The willingness to admit that destiny speaks in ways that require discernment, not mere intelligence. Thus, When a trailer announces the coming of the Avatar, it is not entertainment. It is an invitation to perceive, to awaken, and to prepare. Time will reveal the Avatar in full, but recognition must come first. Those who see only a trailer may do nothing. Those who recognize a prophetic moment will rise. In their rising, they become aligned with history's unfolding. For destiny is not about what happens. It is about who is ready when it does. Preparation is the unseen force that determines who will play a role when destiny arrives. Many desire to participate in great moments, but few understand that participation is not granted in the moment. It is secured long before, in the quiet, hidden work of preparation. When the message goes out that the Avatar is coming, it is not simply to inform, but to urge readiness. Those who prepare stand ready and able to step into alignment as the story unfolds. Those who do not prepare, even if they desire to be part of it, will find themselves unqualified or unable to respond. In this truth lies a powerful principle: destiny favors the prepared. Preparation begins long before opportunity appears. It is seldom glamorous. It looks like discipline, focus, and decisions that make little sense to others. Academic, it is the building of strength in silence, the cultivation of vision when there is nothing visible to confirm it. Kadik, those who understand the significance of the Avatar's coming do not wait until the moment of arrival to begin getting ready. They prepare as though the arrival could happen at any moment. They sharpen their gifts, train their minds, purify their intentions, and order their lives. Their preparation is an act of faith. Academic, a declaration that what is coming is worth being ready for. In contrast, many wait for the signs to become undeniable before taking action. They wait for certainty. But by the time certainty arrives, it is often too late to prepare. The window has shifted. The opportunity has passed. The Avatar arrives, but they are unprepared to walk with it. In times of divine movement, the difference between the prepared and the unprepared becomes painfully clear. The prepared step into roles they were made for. The unprepared are left to watch from the outside, wishing they had headed the call when it was only a whisper. The trailer that announces the Avatar's coming serves as more than a preview. It is a divine alarm clock. Its purpose is not to entertain, but to activate preparation. Academic, it is mercy wrapped in imagery, urging those who understand to use the remaining time wisely. Prepared hearts do not panic when the season shifts. They are already aligned. Prepared minds do not scramble when change erupts. They have expected it. There is a confidence that only preparation can provide, a quiet readiness that allows a person to move with grace and power when the moment comes. Participation in divine moments is not about status, talent, or chance. It is about readiness. History is full of stories where ordinary people stepped into extraordinary roles simply because they were prepared when destiny came knocking. They did not become great in the moment. They became great through preparation long before the moment arrived. When the message declares that the Avatar is coming, those who believe respond by preparing. For they understand that the greatest tragedy is not that destiny does not come, but that it comes and finds you unprepared. Alignment is the final step that transforms preparation into participation. It is not enough to recognize the signs or even to prepare for what is coming. One must intentionally align with the unfolding of destiny in order to take their place within it. Alignment is a matter of positioning. Spiritually, mentally, and practically. It means adjusting your life so that when the Avatar arrives, you are already moving in the same direction, guided by the same purpose. Without alignment, even a prepared person can miss their moment, like a well-equipped warrior running toward the wrong battlefield. Alignment starts in the heart. It asks a person to search their intentions and make sure they are pure. Are you seeking participation to serve destiny or to elevate yourself? Academic, alignment demands clarity of motive, for destiny does not partner with pride. Once the heart is positioned correctly, alignment moves into action on. Prioritizing what matters, cutting away distractions, and stepping into roles that match the calling you sense. It may require uncomfortable changes. Letting go of relationships that drain your vision, leaving environments that dull your spirit, or embracing disciplines that sharpen both focus and resilience. This is alignment, making your life reflect the future you believe is coming. When the trailer announces the Avatar's arrival, it is an invitation not just to awaken or prepare, but to align. It signals that surface-level engagement will not be enough. Destiny demands full commitment. The difference is subtle but powerful. An awakened person sees what is coming. A prepared person gets ready. But an aligned person becomes part of the movement before it even arrives. They begin walking in step with the story as it forms, making decisions now based on where destiny is leading. When the avatar finally appears, such people are already standing at the appointed place, doing the appointed task, fully synchronized with the unfolding purpose. Failure to align leads to missed opportunity. A person may recognize the signs and even prepare for change, but if they cling to old systems, outdated routines, or lingering compromises, they will not be able to step into the new era when it arrives. Destiny does not wait for comfort zones. It moves forward, academic, and only those who merge their lives with its flow can remain in step. This is why the trailer serves as both promise and test. It announces what is coming, academic, but it also reveals is truly willing to align. Those who adjust their lives proactively versus those who only react when events force them. Alignment is costly, but the reward is participation. Those who align with destiny before it is fully revealed are the ones entrusted with responsibility when it arrives. They become partners in what unfolds, not simply beneficiaries. They carry the message forward, help build the new foundation, and walk alongside the avatar as history shifts. The trailer is therefore a call to decision, not whether you want to see destiny, but whether you are willing to align your life with it. For only those in alignment will be able to move when destiny finally steps into full view.